Hey, welcome. We are going to put together a little app here, and it's called the Addition Thingy app version 1. And this little app is just going to allow us to create random addition questions in Scratch. And then you can extend this app into a number of different ways, calculators, all kinds of stuff, games, anything that you can think of or dream of. So we're going to start by breaking it down. So what we want to do, well, first of all, we want to get rid of the kitty. Sorry, kitty. Bye. Okay, we don't need the cat for this one, so kitty's going bye-bye. All right, now what we're going to do is visually represent the variables on the screen for our math sentence. So we have a couple of addends, A and B. What we're going to do is visually pull them out here and then also arrange them on the stage and make another variable B. Drag it out here visually again, down here visually again, and make another variable C. Drag that out visually, and there we go. All right, now we've got A, B, C. Now, we're not going to get into all the different objectives. That's what you're going to do. But what we will do is we'll just talk about the variables we've got here, the A, B, add in C, the sum, and then we're going to represent that on the stage here by typing in all the labels and everything. Now, I kind of cheated, and I put mine in already. So I know, sorry. Okay, so here we go. So this is what you want when you're breaking it down at the end of this section of your lesson. You want to have your labels up here, your operator, the addition operator, equality, and then of course your add-ins and your sum. And once you get all this done, then you can start to move towards organizing your information to get your representation of your objectives in the app a little more closely resembling your final outcomes. All right, now that we've broken things down, we are going to start to organize our information. So as we're organizing our information, what we want to do is we want to start to get some stuff in here where we can start to code the numbers that are generated by our variables here. So let's just pull these off to the side. And what we need to do here is just actually go ahead and grab the set. Okay, so we can set the A variable to something, and we'll duplicate this, and we can set the B variable to something, and then we'll duplicate this and we can set the C variable to something. So now we're starting to organize the bits and pieces of the parts that we broke down, and we're going to slowly piece together our final app. We also need an event. Events are triggers that start off sections and sequences of code. And so there we go. We've got when the go flag is clicked, we're going to set A to 0, set B to 0, set C to 0. Well, we've got that with our initial variables set up. So what we want to do actually is we're going to hard code this in, and we're going to say 2 plus 3 equals 5. So this is going to give an opportunity for students to represent their understanding of addition and an addition sentence or equation. And now when we click the start or the go flag, we see that A is now represented with a 2, B with a 3, and C with a 5. We can click it up here as well, either one. And what you can see here too is if we change these variables, watch what happens. 9, 2, well, the add-ins change, but the sum doesn't change. So what we want to do now is we want to create a situation where Scratch does the actual calculation. All right, so now comes time to simplify. Now, when we simplify, it doesn't necessarily mean we decrease the complexity, although that is a desired outcome. What we want to do is decrease the complexity for the user experience, the person who is using the app. So it might have a lot of underlying complexity, but the final representation needs to be random addition equations. So we have to start to work towards that. So this is this part where we simplify, we abstract, we start to iterate and ideate and tinker and all those good things, starting to get rid of all the stuff that we don't need, but also to build and include the stuff that we do need. So here we go. we need to grab an operator. Now, an operators, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division operators are right here. So we're going to grab our addition. So what we want to do is add the add-ins A and B to get C. So we grab those, pop that, boom, there we go. Now A, B, C, and now if we press this, we should rectify this and it should go back to our original intended equation. But now what can happen is if we change these values and then press the start, we can see that it does the calculation for the user now, and that is the intended behavior. So all we have to do now is solve this little problem of generating random addition sentences. We've got the calculation part down, so now we have to actually handle the generation of the digits. Okay, so to do that is also in the operations, and you can see the pick random right there. Boom. All right. So we're going to set this from 0 to 9. It's just a basic facts one. You can set it to whatever you want. And then we're going to duplicate this, pop it in here, same 0 to 9. So now when we press the go flag, it generates random addition equations. This is how you can incorporate your math objectives into computer science, computational thinking. And I hope it's helpful and I hope you can use it in your classroom.